No Time to Die. A retired James Bond played by Daniel Craig visits an old friend in the hopes of moving on with his life and his love, Dr. Madeline Swan, played by Léa Seydoux. However, the visit goes haywire and Bond ends up going off the grid. However, a new threat played by Rami Malek emerges, thus bringing James Bond back into action once again, and we have our movie. I'm really sad that this is Daniel Craig's last James Bond, however, I believe it was a worthy send-off. I appreciate this movie in a lot of ways, and it looks like a lot of other people have too. I was surprised originally to see it had the longest runtime in James Bond history, but after seeing it, I would say that it was worthy of that runtime, and this movie gave me an appreciation of the franchise I haven't had previously. Let's talk about why. First us off with what I really liked about this movie. The action in this movie is absolutely killer from beginning to end, and it never ever gets old. We get to see Bond utilizing that license to kill along with his other accomplices. It makes for a really fun, entertaining ride all the way through. Car chases, shootouts, long range, hand-to-hand, you name it, this movie has it. And underneath all of the action, this movie actually showcased quite a few clever moments for characters, which makes a lot of sense because there was a lot of brilliant characters, and it was nice to see the movie kind of show that off a little bit more. A lot happens in this movie, and all those clever moments are intricately placed, so where if you're paying attention, you pick up on it, and it's just brilliant. Landed really well with me. I also really appreciate the fact that this movie does have a lot going on within it, but it walks the line of not being too confusing to follow. Without giving away spoilers, I got the general gist of the movie, and it didn't take me out in any way to the point where I was no longer invested. The pacing of this movie was absolutely perfect. Going in, I was super worried that this movie was going to drag on. But at the end of the day, I didn't mind it because of how much fun I was having. Even in moments where action wasn't really happening, something narratively engaging and important was going on. And it just sucked me right in no matter what the movie was really doing. I was dreading the 2-hour 43-minute runtime, but honestly after leaving the movie, I wouldn't have minded if the movie was longer. I wanted more. So Daniel Craig was absolutely excellent in his last Bond film, and I gotta give a big shout out to Léa Seydoux. There were a lot of emotional moments, and Léa Seydoux executed all of them to perfection. Her and Daniel Craig just both crushed it. Lastly, the movie goes into some pretty deep topics without going too far off course or trying to be something that it's not. Posing questions such as what is really, at the end of the day, the difference between Bond and a lot of the villains he tries to eradicate. Also things like what it means to live a full life. I always really enjoy it when movies do that because in my mind, art captures life and reflects it. It also helps us cope with reality and how we deal with certain situations, and when a movie can do that and have me introspect, I'm all for it. And this movie gets me to do that on a certain level. What are some of the things I didn't love so much about this movie? I really noticed some odd editing knocks throughout the film. It's one of those things where if you're not paying attention, it'll probably breeze right past you, but since I watch a lot of movies, I just noticed some small editing things, and the weird part was none of it was in the action, it was always in the dialogue between characters. Also, this movie does get diluted at points. You're getting a little about a lot of different people in this movie, and I wouldn't have minded if maybe 2 or 3 other characters were maybe just cut out of the script entirely. That way it would probably make it a lot more digestible for general audiences. A little bit less probably would have done this movie some good. I'm gonna give this movie a 9 out of 10. It was amazing, and I would go see it twice in theaters. That's one of the biggest compliments I can give it, especially with its long runtime. Go see it. I think you'll like it. Friends, what'd you think of No Time to Die? You know where the comment section is. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching another review. This has been the Banker of Hippo YouTube channel. I've been Bryson. Until next time, have a great day.